is Robin from Living the Simple Life Now. I know right now I don't look like I normally do in my videos. It's a hard day. I've decided over the next 100 days to get rid of all the stuff in my house. Not all of it, but the stuff that's not useful. I'm showing you a bookcase that I don't even let my friends see because it's so messy. It's full of stuff. But I've done the only thing that I know how to do when I have to say goodbye to somebody. Excuse me. It's been a hard day. I wrote a Dear John letter. Are you ready to hear it? Here it goes. Dear Stuff, I've had it. We've been through a lot, but you've left me feeling unfulfilled and, well, empty. Really, it's not you. It's me. I've said yes too many times. No, it is you. You drive me crazy. You're everywhere, all over my house. My problem with you is that you multiply. I bring one of you into the house, and then there's 100 of you, over and over again. And before I know it, you're everywhere. Sure, you have a different face each time. Great new clothes, dishes, magazines, fun toys for my kids. And I adore my kids and I want them to have toys, but they become stuff. And that's my problem. Sometimes it's a great piece of furniture or a bargain that I found that I can't live without, and then it just becomes stuff. And then, after it becomes stuff, I start to hate it. It's just laying around cluttered on the ground. You stuff leave me feeling as if all I do is clean and clean and clean, and my job is never done. In fact, I feel like I'm drowning in you. It's never been a good relationship between you and I. You don't make me happy anymore. You promised to make me happy when I bought you, but you've left me unfulfilled. Now, I'm looking left and looking right and wondering where in my house to start. That's why I'm doing 100 days of decluttering and simplifying my life, because I just don't know where to start, so I'm taking it in small chunks. Can you just leave gracefully, or do I have to push you out the door? Okay, we'll do it your way. I'll kick you out of my family's life, once and for good. But there are a few things that can stay. My beautiful down comforter. Over the last 2 years, I've had a lot of health problems. There's been grief. We've lost loved ones. And I've just covered up in that thing and always felt safe and comfortable because it's so soft and warm. That's going to stay. A few of my kids' stuffed animals are going to stay too. These things have been with us through the hard times. They've gone on trips with us. They ride around the car with us. They comfort my children when they cry, and that's important. But not all of them are welcome. There's too many of them. That's not a good thing. Some of them, though, will be invited to stay. Another thing that I'm inviting to stay is my husband's little yellow teapot. How can one man love tea so much? But it gives him so much joy to try all the different kinds of tea as he stayed up late hours working on his doctorate for our family. We couldn't part with that teapot for anything. There's too many memories. The leather chair that sits in our living room won't be going anywhere either. That chair isn't like any other piece of furniture in our house. That chair belonged to my mother-in-law, Linda, who died in 2012. It's one of our prized possessions that we brought to our house when we cleaned her house out after she died. I can still see her sitting there, laughing. That chair's going to stay. My KitchenAid mixer, that's going to stay too. I know I don't cook as often as I used to, but when I look at that KitchenAid mixer, I know I'm capable of being a gourmet chef and making the most beautiful things. And for that reason, it's going to stay. And one other thing that will stay, that ugly yellow and black and red comforter that belonged to my grandparents. Why would I keep that? I realize I'm the only one that's not repulsed by the thing, but it's okay. I have many memories of wrapping up in that blanket when I was sick, when my grandmother and granddaddy took care of me when I was sick. They were one of the few things that was stable in my life when I was little. They've been gone for many years, and when I look at that comforter and touch it, I feel close to them. And so even though it's ugly, it's going to stay. So who's leaving? A lot. I know I should kick more of you out than I should, and really getting rid of things is becoming an art. And I'm perfecting it over the years, but here are a few things that are leaving. The endless toys. I don't know where they all come from. But a vast majority of them are unplayed with by my children. What's worse, they often leave clutter all over the floor, and it makes me sad and angry. Nothing in my life is worth that. If my kids don't play with them frequently, I want them to leave this house forever. Another thing that's leaving: clothes that no one wears. We have so many clothes, and sometimes it takes 2 days for me to do a week's worth of laundry. We need to consolidate. We need to simplify. I think it's time to put a stop to all the clothes. There will be more in the future that come into the house, I know, but we're going to get rid of some as new ones enters. And then another thing, those things that come in many shapes and sizes that my kids have outgrown, different things that just sit there collecting dust. Why are they still here? I have no idea, but I'm going to get rid of them. And one of the last things that I'll mention, and this is the biggest thing that drives me crazy, and that is paper. Paper, I hate you. You have brought so much frustration to my life. I'm doing my best in the next year to get rid of you because you just drive me crazy. I'm going to stop you before you enter my home, and I'm going to get rid of anything that I can replace electronically. Books, I'm going to take my file cabinet and scan the stuff in it and store it online and chunk the paper and the file cabinet. Yes, paper, it's you that I hate most. Goodbye. Adios. Au revoir. Ciao. Stuff. You will not be missed. If you want to simplify your life the way that I do, head on over to my website at livingthesimplelifenow.com for your free ebook. And there's a link for it below. Thanks, and thanks for listening to my Dear John letter to my stuff. It's not going to be an easy 100 days.